Right guys, Gaft is back with the explanation to the reverse card trick you will have seen yesterday. It is a standard deck, but you are going to do one thing, and that is, I had 4 cards on the top of the deck face up. I then had 1 card covering up those 4 cards, and I fan the deck out. Because this is a bit of an old deck, it doesn't fan very well, so that sort of stickiness of the deck hid the fact that I've got some face up cards here, which I thought was good. In the real world, if you're using good cards, you probably cannot fan like this because it will show, but you could easily just do a block push off and show all the cards to be face down. And you don't even need that many cards face up. This just gives me a little bit of, I don't know, freedom. I don't need to panic with 4 cards. So you're going to have some cards face up, top of the deck, covered by any random card. You can then show the cards to all be face down, and then you're going to turn these cards over and give your spectator a free choice to stop on any of the face cards. So you're just going to start peeling cards off one at a time. Spectator's got a free choice to call out stop. They'll get bored after a while, they won't go too far. Let's say they stop on the 9 of spades. Place this little packet back on the top. In fact, no, you've got to do one thing first, don't you? Because you've got this face down card, you need to remove this off the bottom. So before you say pick a card, you're going to give the cards a cut. So you're going to get a pinky pull down on that bottom card, turn it into a thumb break, and then you're going to cut that card to the top of the deck. What's happened now is this card was on the bottom and now it's on the top, so you're left with the face up cards on top of the deck. So I do apologise. You're going to show the cards to be face down. In fact, we'll give them a little bit of a mix up, so you're just going to remove that card off the bottom, and now your spectator has a free choice to stop on any card. Just call that stop for me, anywhere you like. Stop right here on the 7 of diamonds. You can get your spectator to sign this card if you want. Now I did take the card off. That was purely so when I put it back on the deck, because I haven't got it quite squared up, I can easily get a little break under it quickly. So give the card to the spectator to sign if they want. Place it on the top of the deck. Maybe don't square it up, and when you square it up, you can grab yourself a little thumb break, and then you're going to double undercut that card back to the bottom. So now that card is on the bottom, but you can't, but it's right here, I think, covering up those face up cards. So now you're going to say, look, your card is nowhere near the top. Turn the deck over. You're now going to pick up a portion of cards more than your little stack on the top. Turn it over and show, look, I'm going to show you your card is nowhere near the top. And it isn't. It is in fact just here. Now why I had 4 cards, it gives me a lot of scope not to worry about flashing this card. I mean, you could just have 2 cards there. Just be careful, because that's exposing 2 cards. Look, so I always give myself plenty of leeway. So you can show your card is nowhere near the top. This face up packet, you're going to turn it down and then give the cards a little cut. Just take off a quarter of the deck off the bottom or something and cut the pack. So your card is lost somewhere in the deck, but it's not really lost, because if I spread it out, there'll be 1 card face up in this case, and it should be your 7 of diamonds. So that's how I did it, guys. I'll just run through that again, because as always I cocked up at the beginning. Couple of cards, 3 or 4 face up, 1 card face down. Show the cards to be scruffy, mixed up. In fact, we're just going to give the cards a cut, so you'll get a pinky break on the bottom card. Cut that card to the top. Right, you've got a free choice. Just call out stop on any one of these cards you like. Just call out stop for me. Stop right here, 10 of hearts. You just sign that for me. Right, you sign the 10, so we're just going to cut that into the pack somewhere. So I'll show you it's nowhere near the top. And let's have a look. We'll cut a few cards and I'll show you, look. it's nowhere near the top. So your card is in fact somewhere else, lost in the deck, but it's not really lost because it's easy to find because it's the only face down card in a face up deck. So that's how the trick works, guys. Comment, subscribe, like, and come back tomorrow for another card trick. Cheers.